The final whistle blew sharp, sudden, and phones vibrated almost at the same time across different rooms. He was already on his feet before the sound finished echoing, fingers flying to refresh the screen like it could undo what just happened.
No!
This can't be it, he said under his breath. Madrid had lost, just like that. One result, and everything he believed in for 90 minutes collapsed. In another house, another man dropped his phone on the bed and slowly sat on the floor.
I just needed them not to lose,
he said to the empty room. His voice cracked. He picked the phone back up, opened the betting app, then slid straight into the comments. Not because he wanted answers, but because he wanted company in pain. The first comment stared back at him. Madrid has finished me tonight. He nodded slowly. You and me both, he whispered. The lamentations poured in like rain. I trusted them with my last cash, one gambler wrote. How do you explain this kind of pain? Another replied immediately. You don't explain it. You just feel it. Somewhere else, a man laughed bitterly and said, I was shouting at the TV like they could hear me. He scrolled and muttered, Same thing I did. I even stood up. Anger followed quickly. How do you miss chances like that? Someone typed. They disgraced us today, another replied. One gambler added, I told my friends this was a sure banker. He paused after posting, staring at his words. Now they'll think I'm stupid, he said aloud. A reply popped up. Football doesn't respect confidence. He exhaled sharply. Nothing respects confidence in this game. The screenshots came next. Long slips. Careful selections. Everything green except Madrid, sitting there like a silent judge. Everything entered except this one match, a comment read. Another said, I was already pricing phones in my head. Someone replied, I was already sharing the money. He shook his head slowly. That's how it gets you, he said. It lets you dream first. Regret flooded the space. Why didn't I cash out? Why did I add them? Why do I always trust big teams? One gambler typed, I felt it in the first half. Another answered, me too, but greed told me to relax. He read that and whispered, greed always talks louder than fear. As the night deepened, the comments grew heavier. My wife thinks I won, one person wrote. I don't know how to explain this loss, another replied. I've switched off my phone. I can't talk to anyone. He stared at the screen, chest tight. The loss is bad, he thought, but the explanations are worse. Then came the fake goodbyes. I'm done with betting, one comment said. A reply followed almost instantly. See you next weekend. He didn't smile, but he understood. We say we're done, he murmured. But the pain hasn't taught us yet. Finally, one comment stood out. Calm but heavy. Never stake what you can't afford to lose. He stared at it for a long moment, then locked his phone. The pain was still there, the frustration too. But knowing others felt the same made it lighter. And if this story feels familiar, if you've ever stood up at full time, refreshed your phone in disbelief, or scrolled through comments just to feel understood, this channel is for you. Like this video so more people who feel this pain can find it. Share it with that friend who said Madrid was a banker. Drop your own story in the comments. And subscribe to Bet Pain Diaries, because here, you don't cry alone.